and traveling around the world, screaming everywhere, discipline is the key of life, discipline is the key of life. And I have to be honest, I watched so many of his videos and I was amazed by the body that he built. And all those months watching his content, I started questioning myself, how come I'm not taking care of my body? How come I've been on and off when it comes to taking care of my body. And now that I've been exercising for multiple months now in a row, 3, 4, something like that. Hello, how are you doing? Today I'm talking about the impact of discipline in someone's life. So you have this guy on Facebook, he's traveling the world, his name is Stack Method, a black guy, super tall, super fit, and he's discipline is the key of life. Like he hit his chest and scream out loud, discipline is the key of life. And as I was watching his content, I realized that I wasn't actually taking care of my body, and I was wondering why. Throughout the years, I tried so many times to have my body in shape. Like I went to the gym, I took a personal coach, I did all those things, but I kept failing. I kept failing either because at some point financially I couldn't keep up, or because emotionally I couldn't, take care of all the stuff that were happening in my life. And now that I'm 38, I reached the point where I'm like, bro, you know that we need to take care of this body. Like, come on, like, what are you doing? If you don't take care of your body, you're gonna pay it later, right? Because remember, we want the car, we want to travel, Range Rover, Ferrari, Tesla, whatever. You want to travel, right? You want to visit different countries, go to the US, go to Brazil, go to Senegal and all that. But the vehicle that you will always need to do all those things is your body. Did you ever think about that? Like the main vehicle that you have to navigate in this life, your body. And you have muscles sleeping in your body, just waiting to be awakened so that you can gain strength and live longer. But how come we are not doing that? How come? I want you to let me know in the chat, if you're not exercising, what is the reason? What is the lie that you've been saying to yourself for so many years that led you to absolutely never exercise your body? This is really crazy, I swear. Like, I'm 38 and I'm like, but how come this hasn't become one of the main messages that we are gonna hear at the radio, on TV and everywhere? Because if you do not take care of your body is gonna fail you. This is an amazing machine. This body can do so many stuff, but you have to entertain, you have to work with it. You have to give it something. And I can tell you that now I do more than 100 push-ups every day. Like out of nowhere, I just go on the ground and I smash it. I swear. So I want you to realize that you must take care of your body. And here's the thing, the more you take care of your body, the more you access a different quality of thoughts. Because remember, everything exists right now, everything. Thoughts are out there, looking for the best people to manifest them. But there are certain thoughts that you cannot access when you're not taking care of your body. It's impossible. It really is. But once you start taking care of your body, you even have relationships that start crumbling, because now you're raising your energy. I want you to remember, you are a fourfold being: spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. And if right now in your life things are not going the way you want, the fastest way that you can change stuff is to exercise your body. Because the second you start working on your physical, you automatically impact the emotional and the mental. You see what I mean? So I really want you to keep that in mind. Start exercising your body. Okay, I see that I have some comments here. Okay, you always have lower portions coming here to drop nonsense comments. Overwhelmed with full-time school and full-time work, taking care of my 10 years old and driving Uber at nights. We all love you here in Canada and love your video. Well, thank you, Tanya, thank you. But here's the thing, you can do 5 push-ups or 2 push-ups before brushing your teeth every morning. You do not need to start at the highest level, but you must commit to doing something. Maybe just putting a timer and running on the same spot for 3 minutes, just doing this. But then you do that for 30 days. Because the more you do, the more you can do. And you need to start somewhere. You see what I mean? Listen, this thing of being a spiritual life coach, when you stop doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, now you start living life like other humans. Now you need to push. Now you need to put more effort. But when you are exercising, taking your multivitamins and all those things, it's like you are now on a cloud. So I understand that you have all those things, but it's all about loving yourself first. Before you go out there, before you go and drop your 10 years old at school, before you go and take care of your customers, it's about loving yourself. And when you exercise your body, when you take care of your body, you are actually sending a signal to yourself that says, I love myself. You see what I mean? And that's how it works. But here's the thing. Don't go hard on yourself. You just need to start with the tiny things, because the time is going to go by anyway. We are in May, June is going to come, and then July, and then it's going to come anyway. So if you just run on the same spot for 1 minute every day for the next 30 days, it's already better. It's already better. I really want you to understand that taking care of your body is mandatory. Mandatory. Yeah, you have no other choice. No other choice. And maybe you need to start with 1 push-up every day, 2 push-ups, whatever. You know what I did in order to shift my mindset on that? I started following 20 to 30 people that are sharing content around calisthenics on Instagram. I wanted to saturate my mind with gym stuff. On YouTube, I followed like 20 people that are only teaching others how to exercise, how to take care of their body. I wanted to make sure that whenever I'm gonna go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, I would always see people exercising. Because you become what you think about. And often you think about what you see when you spend time on your phone. So those people became my reminders, and I couldn't forget to exercise, right? Like the way my life is changing because of all the things that I am doing couldn't have been the same if I wasn't exercising, I'm telling you. I was already highly confident. But now it's another level. Like I'm in the train right now. Like I'm going live in the train, it's been 8 minutes. You see what I mean? So when you exercise, when you take care of your body, you reach a certain level of thinking that is unmatched. So let me see that again. Overwhelmed with full-time school and full-time work. Well, like I said, it's really simple. It's really simple, yet difficult to apply. It's a decision. Because here's the thing. You brush your teeth at least once or twice a day, right? Now you can stack habits. You can decide to do something for your body before or right after brushing your teeth. You just have to do that for the next 14 days, for the next 28 days, and you're gonna see. But start really small, because 6 months are gonna pass by anyway. 6 years are going to pass by anyway, and then you're gonna see, oh my God, I started by doing 30 seconds. Listen, now I meditate 20 minutes every day, 20 minutes. I started with 5 minutes. And even those 5 minutes, it was hard. It was hard. I did 5 minutes for 2 months, and then I went to 10 minutes, 15, and now I'm at 20. And as you know, the goal is to meditate 1 hour every day and to pray out loud 15 minutes per day. Now the challenge is to pray more than 2 minutes per day. Whenever I put 5, I have to be honest, it's not that easy. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best for now. Really important. Your life is going to change to a point where you are going to be amazed of the person that you become. Like now, when I see my body in the mirror, I stop. I stop and I'm like, yo, yo, you look amazing. And then I say, thank you. By the way, if you do not follow me on Instagram, make sure to check my Instagram is the same name, Inner Light Alignment. And let me break this down for you. You have this exercise that I do where I'm talking to myself in front of the mirror. And you can see that it is a conversation with myself. And the two perspectives that I have are the observer and the driver. Because you see, like right now, I am talking here, I am live. But at the same time, I am observing myself. Like if I say something with the wrong word, I can hear the observer saying, while I'm talking, oh, you should have said something different. If there's someone who's gonna make a comment in the back because I'm talking, if someone starts to breathe out loud, I'm gonna hear that and I'm gonna make a comment about that person, but it's still gonna be in my mind, so it's the observer doing that. So when I'm talking to myself in front of the mirror, I allow the observer to come and give me feedback, honest feedback to the driver. This person that is talking is the driver. And then the observer asks questions to the driver. Why did you do that thing yesterday? And then the driver is going to say, I was tired, I didn't know what I was doing, I apologize for that. And then the observer says, but this is still me. But I want you to remember, you are also always the observer and the driver of your own life. Because the observer sees everything, knows everything. Even the stuff that you want to hide, the observer knows that. But guess who's also the observer? Source, God, you. Because you know everything about yourself all the time. You just develop the habit of lying to yourself. Love from Kenya. Hey, how you doing? Deka, thank you for being here. So, ever since I allowed spirituality to fully enter my life, I became another person. Like there are people who used to know me that are wondering like, who are you? Where is the old you? And I'm like, bro, I'm so glad he died, right? But listen, now I'm on my way to Paris. I'm going to take my son at school. He doesn't know it's a surprise. We are going to Paris because tomorrow there's the final of the Champions League, so big football game. We are going there to find an amazing spot to watch the game and celebrate after the win, so it's going to be wonderful. If you feel called to work with me, I want you to send me a DM on Instagram with a key Paris. That way I will know that you are coming from this live and I will give you a discount so that we can work together one-on-one, okay? So you just text me on Instagram, Inner Light Alignment, and you DM me Paris and I'm gonna send you the link with a proper discount, okay? I love you, and remember to love yourself first. You can't go out there, start loving other people when you are not loving yourself. And loving yourself starts with exercising your body. Starts with talking to yourself in the mirror. Okay? See you next time. Peace.